Welcome all the way from Faerun, your host, LEAH. Hello, welcome to day 2 of TwitchCon Rotterdam and to what will no doubt be a delightful conversation with the cast of Baldur's Gate 3, assuming we all pick the correct dialogue option, which I'm sure we will. It's lovely to be here in the Glitch Theatre. My name is LEAH. I've been streaming on Twitch for almost a whole terrifying decade at this point, just yapping non-stop and playing a lot of Destiny and whatever else catches my eye. I've also worked as a presenter in gaming for a few years on projects for Xbox UK, Dying Light, Forza, and more. So if I do look vaguely recognizable, that's probably why. But enough about me, because we don't care about me. Today we're here to talk about Baldur's Gate 3, of course. And if you don't know what that is, I don't know how the hell you've ended up here, but it's arguably one of the greatest video games ever made. And I say arguably, but I'm not going to be arguing about it. To date, Baldur's Gate 3 has sold over 15 million copies. That's an achievement. It's the first game ever to win Game of the Year at all 5 major gaming awards ceremonies. It's one of the few games to receive near universal acclaim with a score of 97 on Metacritic and has been called the new pinnacle of the CRPG genre, a towering landmark, and more than a little terrifying. I love you, you're fantastic. But what makes Baldur's Gate 3 truly amazing is its sprawling narrative, incredible dialogue, and of course, a colorful cast of unforgettable characters. Today we'll talk to some of our favorite cast members about how they brought these characters to life. We'll ask about some of their favorite moments from the game, and if your charisma score is high enough, they might just answer your questions too. So put them in the Twitch chat and we'll pick some out for later on in the show. I warn you now, there will definitely be spoilers. So without further ado, please join me in welcoming to the stage AmeliaTyler, Theo Solomon, Tracy Wiles, Tim Downey, and Dave Jones. Now that is a welcome. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for coming on this panel here today. How has TwitchCon been treating you? Have you been up to anything fun?
It's awesome. We had a little meet and greet yesterday. Tracy.
We hugged 300 people. It was really nice. Some of you, we hugged you. It was lovely. Thank you.
Lots of hugs, lots of positive energy. Like, you lot are amazing.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Only positive energy, absolutely. And hello, all the way over there, on the other side of the universe.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah. Most of you managed to do a meet and greet yesterday. I'm the late comer. I know. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's lovely to be here with all you wonderful people.
Yes. The universe did try and stop it from happening, but you made it, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Baldur's Gate 3, shall we? Would each of you mind introducing your characters and yourselves, of course? Should we start with Amelia?
Okay, hi. I'm AmeliaTyler. I am best known as the narrator from Baldur's Gate 3 and making you regret your decisions on a daily basis.
Hello, my name is Theo Solomon. Will Ravengard, the blade of frontiers, the man in a pact with Missoura.
I'm Tracy Wiles. I am jahheehee of wherever you would like me to be. I have no romance, but I'm not bitter.
I'm Tim Downey. I am Geldicarius, the wizarding wonder of Waterdeep himself. Hello, thank you.
Yeah, and I'm Dave Jones, and I'm Hulson, Archdruid of the Grove.
Thank you very much. Well, let's start with taking a little trip down memory lane. And we're going to go all the way back to the very beginning of your journeys with these characters. You guys were kind enough to supply us with some audition tapes. So let's take a look at how everything began.
I've seen a duke in steel armor flee battle when the first blade was drawn. And I've seen a dying maid pull a spear from her own flank to defend her only daughter. Lordship is a birthright, but nobility is defined by our actions.
Chaos is welcome, in doses. It helps balance, but this is too much. This is unnatural.
The man before you reeks as though death had claimed him long ago. The amulet appears in your pocket with a clink glowing warmly against your skin. As the ogre turns to go, something catches your eye, a flash of gold beneath its pillow. The sight of a gnarled tree swims towards your mind's eye. Why?
Agreed. But our numbers are too few to mount a rescue. Our best hope is to end the threat at Moonrise altogether. I can offer no guarantee. Only my hope. We won't know until it is done.
You, aided a bear, not knowing if it would savage you. Maybe you are nature's friend. Or perhaps a lunatic.
The tadpole squirms in your mind. It seems sated. The tadpole. It's doing something. Taking something you'll never get back. The tadpole writhes.
By Soren's helm, No. A trick of the mind. I am the dagger. You are my sworn prey. Just listen. Enough! Back to Avernus with you. And may you burn forever in its fires.
The songs would have you believe we saved the realms entire. Perhaps we did.
I love the t-shirt choice there, Dave.
Great
It was,
t-shirt.
Goonies Never Die.
Yeah, together with the ridiculously blue hair.
Yes.
That's what lockdown did. We just
I think
didn't go out. Going out to the shops wasn't a pressure. So yeah, I'll just try and dye my hair blue. Failed spectacularly. And yeah, lovely. Yeah, but Goonies never say die.
No, they don't.
Well, I mean, that was quite a long time ago, wasn't it? It was kind of weird to see those tapes after so long. I mean, how long ago was that for each of you?
I'm the midway point, so mine was 2 years. You would be the long and the longest.
Yeah, so that was, even though mine isn't there, has been lost to the weave somewhere. Who knows where that's gone? Kind of slightly glad as well, if I'm perfectly honest. I had to record mine in my daughter's bedroom, so it just looked very weird if you were to see it now, I think. But yeah, 5 years ago. That was my one, was 5 years ago.
Yes, same.
Same.
2 years ago, and since then my hair has actually morphed into Will Ravengard's. So yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, it was 4 years ago for me. Yeah.
Yeah, a long, long time ago. I mean, we'll delve into that later and why that's quite significant. But obviously, Larian provided you with the lines, but you're the ones bringing these characters to life. Did you have a concept in mind for how you wanted to portray your character when you originally auditioned? Or was it something that evolved over time? Did you get to see any concept art or anything? Tim?
No, my breakdown was it was going to be so imagine he's a wizard, but think Henry Cavill in the Tudors. That's what we're going for. So I thought, okay, all right, I can do that. I can do that, I'm sure. And then I think I wanted to approach it rather than being, I'm a wizard, gah, that kind of thing, and really play wizard. I thought, well, wouldn't it be more interesting if he was human and just happened to be a wizard? just as a side thing. Oh yes, I can do all of these things, but I'm also just flesh and bone and those kind of things. I thought, okay, well I'll throw that into the ether and see what they think of that. And then naturally you never hear for about 4 weeks. I think, well, that didn't work, did it? I should have gone wizard. That's what I should have done. Now I know. But yeah, thankfully it paid off.
No need for the self-doubt. Amelia?
Mine went through a lot of different evolutions. When we hit early access, the original idea for the Dungeon Master was much more like Scar from The Lion King was the note that I was given, that kind of sitting back, smirking, watching you roll a 1 and thinking it's hilarious. And then we realized that maybe over the course of a game that long, domming somebody that solidly and unforgivingly was maybe a bit much. And we could bring some light and shade to it. So we kind of adapted it a bit from there.
Balance. We've got to take the rough with the smooth, appreciate the dom with the sub.
That's the T-shirt.
Theo?
I think in my breakdown, it was like a mix of Idris Elba and Daniel Kaluuya they wanted. So I was like, yeah, I can do this. You could see from my audition tape, I was going for the intensity, but getting into the character, I realized that he's got so much more of a softer side to him, especially in his romance scene. So it was about getting the balance right between being that warrior and also that lover.
He is a little softy as well. He's proper romantic. I think you nailed it. Got the balance perfect. Tracy?
Well, I had 3 rounds, which I've bored everyone with many times, and I got Robin Wright in Wonder Woman. I was sent clips of that. But my big thing was, what do I wear? I was really focused on, somebody told me you've got to show a lot of your body. So I think on that first edition, I think that was the one in the leotard or the crop top, which I now look at and go, oh, you didn't need to do that. So then later on, I was putting on a military coat, I've got cardigans in a kind of tie, like Jane Fonda style. I was really focused on the clothes, as well as the notes, which were quite a lot, but yeah. Because I'd never done it before. I really didn't know what I was doing. We did a lot of moving around, which obviously we didn't know you don't do that normally, but we were just freestyling. It's actually quite touching looking back at them now, looking at all of us, because it's years ago, you know? It's the first time I've seen yours. It's lovely. It's so nice.
And Dave?
Yeah, mine was the voice note was to have the voice of an Uxbridge rugby playing scholar, and the notes were basically that he was kind to the kind, unkind to the unkind. There were some great shots of The Witcher, just to basically like put yourself in the environment that you were in, so you knew it wasn't going to be entirely playful, or my character's world wasn't going to be entirely playful anyway. But yeah, there was a nice bit to go. He was incredibly, well, not incredibly, but very moralistic, which was nice and stoic, and yeah, like to get into the physicality of it as well. So yeah, that was nice.
It's safe to say you all absolutely nailed them, so excellent job. Amelia, your role is obviously a little bit different because you're not playing like a visualized character with like a face. You're the narrator, you're the faceless. Did you kind of create a character in your mind for this, or was it kind of like just a little bit of yourself?
We kind of wanted the Dungeon Master to be a reflection of your play style, because anybody who's played D&D or any kind of tabletop, I think most people have a horror story of having a DM who is maybe not entirely on your side. And that's not great fun. So we didn't want to replicate that. So whether you are playing as the nicest paladin in the world or the sickest, twisted little dark urge, we wanted the narrator to be their narrator and to be on your shoulder going, yeah, do it, roll it, go on, win. I want to see what happens. So it was very much a reflection of how the actors played their characters, and I never wanted to do an impression, and a lot of the variations in the read styles are very subtle. But I did listen to all the actors' takes, a few for each character, and kind of tried to just very subtly bring in some of their inflections or their emotions they're feeling. So Shadowheart's got a slightly lighter, more airy sort of narrator. The tone goes up a bit, and Dark Edge is very down bassy and just sick. So yeah, it was a reflection of all this lot, really. They did the work.
That's awesome.
Oh.
You're like a hall of mirrors for all the other characters. Just 1 year is a very long time to remain consistent with a character. With your voice, even just your voice changes a lot over the course of a year sometimes. And some of you were doing this for a lot longer than just 1 year. How did you keep that character in mind throughout the whole process to keep that consistency? Did you have any playlists or mood boards you would go back to before each recording? Dave?
Well, thankfully, from the very first session, you have lines that are picked out to be defining characteristics of the character, and you can have them replayed at the start of every session. So like golden references. And so that worked at the start, just to make sure that I was in the right space, but after a while, you just kind of physically get into the character. I step into Halsin physically. That sounded weird, but yeah. He's a very physical character, and the voice lends itself to that as well. So that was kind of my way in.
Awesome. Tim?
No, much the same. Much the same. Is once you're in place, I find it quite easy. Once you kind of put yourself in a physical place and think, right, okay, this is what we're doing now, and you do a few lines, you kind of find your way around and go, oh, okay, this is where it sits, and it is muscle memory a lot of the time, because I had at times quite big gaps, and you'd go off do another project, come back and go, what is this? I'm a what? I'm a wizard? Oh Christ! Right, okay, I better do that. So yeah, that's how you do it. There is a place where it kind of sits and lives for a while whilst the project goes on that you have to then just tap back into. It takes a little, a few lines, a few goes. Think, yes, there he is. That's the groove, and then you're off. And then you can play around with it. Once you have that core, you can then sort of push left and right and think, yes, he probably would do this, or he probably would do that, which then gives it all the color and the intrigue, hopefully.
I think what's really interesting is that some actors maybe would have, the method and be outside and build up to it before you come in. But the thing is, we've got to get suited up. Then we've got to do all this kind of stuff with our hands, with the guys that are getting us set up for mocap. And I don't know if any of you have seen Tim's mocap dance and stuff. So all that's going on as well, isn't it? Where you're not...
Oh, yeah.
Well, you might be.
They didn't even ask for that. I just did that.
You just did that.
I just did that.
It was a thing of great beauty. And I remember it really well. But you've got all that going on. So I suppose you could be doing all that as jahheehee. You could be doing the dance and everything and running around the room and everything. But most of us were still ourselves. And then you get on your mark and the director's there and you just snap into it, I think, don't you? Because you've got all that other stuff kind of you have to do before you can actually start. You can't 10 minutes before be in character and carry it through. I don't know. What do you think?
Because it is quite interrupting, isn't it? The fact that the mocap stuff, if you've ever seen it, it is very static. You've got to do all these T-poses and stuff and be prepared. And then it's stop, start, stop, start. You can't just right, no, I'm a character now for the whole thing.
Exactly.
You don't get that luxury.
And your hand can break in the middle of a brilliant take. You could be doing a really beautiful take and they'll go, the hand's gone. The hand's gone. So they have to fix it and they have to do it again. But it's fine. It's great. It's great fun. It's such a team. It's such teamwork, Sorry.
Yeah. I'd say 95% of my lines were mocap. Most of them I was done in a suit, and I was quite dissimilar to Tim because I got cast late 2022, so I was just in all the time, which was a bit of a blessing for me because it's I never really got out of Will Ravengard. I was constantly him. And I think when you're doing mocap, it's about marrying your body and your voice. So if you hit a block as an actor and you don't know how to get to a certain place, you can use your physicality, you can tense your body, you can loosen up, you can shake your arms, and that can help you get to the right place with the director.
Awesome, thank you. Amelia, anything to add?
I didn't get to do that because I was in a booth on my own, forgetting what human... Yeah, more sympathy, please. I didn't really have any of that, but I did have like a way of sitting that I had to sit for the narrator, and my chair broke at one point, and I had to replace it. And I was sat there in a session like, why does this feel weird? This isn't right. I need to get the old chair back. Yeah, it's weird getting used to that without the physicality to rely on. So I had a few lines from each person to start with that would get me into that. But by about 2 years in, you know these characters, they live in the back of your head and you can just flip, which was good when we got to the endings, because I did everyone's endings in one session.
Wow.
And it was like having some sort of mental breakdown in a really creative way.
So I would like to know if you learned anything about yourself through your characters throughout your time playing them, because they go on a long journey and they learn a lot about themselves. And I just wonder if there's anything you took from that at all. Tim's frowning, interestingly, and
Tim always frowns. Have that look. I didn't. The strange thing is I barely noticed many similarities between me and Gail whilst recording it. I know, it's absolutely true. I was like, I don't know what. Yes, he likes books. Oh, okay, I quite like books. And then, almost like the reflective mirror of that, going, oh yes, that makes a lot of sense. I do have a lot of grimoires. That's true. I do like magic. That is also true. You know, all of those things suddenly come on, and you realize you've been drawing on all these things subconsciously throughout the entire time, hanging little certain idiosyncrasies and things like that. So it was almost it almost forced me to kind of look more into myself. So that was quite revelatory to go, oh, actually, that's really interesting how Gail approaches situations and deals with sadness and troublesome times and all of those things. I go, oh, that's really revelatory for me as a person, as an actor.
You got therapy through Gail.
I got some therapy.
Which I think
and a lot more books,
well.
so I was thrilled. Absolutely thrilled.
Amazing, thank you. Now, obviously, there are a lot of very iconic lines in this game. You know, power courses through you, authority. Do you have any favorite lines from your character? I know there's a lot that people want you to say, a lot. But is there anything that, like, stuck with you for some reason? Because it was weird or interesting or fun? Or you've been parroted it so many times now?
I mean, provoke the blade and suffer its sting is one that gets told to me a lot because it's Will's iconic entrance, but I love his romance lines as well, like, I've drunk wines from Daggerford to Cormier, but I've never had a taste as rich as yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've started using that one in real life. It's working wonders.
Yeah, anyone else?
I usually go for the rude ones, but I won't today. But I like this one. And when we were married, on an upturned cart in the rainy Dalelands, he stammered so much, I've never been sure if our vows actually counted. I like that.
Well, a standout would have to be stop licking the damn thing. Which is great. I use it all the time now for a variety of different things. Very useful. I do enjoy saying, it's Tara. I do enjoy that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, there's obviously, you like it. And also, yeah, like the romance lines, nature truly outdid itself with you, my heart. It's like just warm. He's generally a very warm character, so yeah, I love stuff like that.
Aww. It's such wholesome lines.
Right? By contrast, I loved everything that the Dark Urge ever said.
That was my next question. Yes.
That and the lines where it went full-on Terry Pratchett style, because I love those, with that smirk of like, what the hell are you doing? What was the tongs? A wide variety of tongs. Just for no reason. I love those.
And the delivery makes them every single time for every single one of these lines, so thank you. I have been selfishly asking a lot of questions that I actually wanted to hear about, but you guys watching at home and here in the audience can actually ask questions as well. So please drop your questions in the Twitch chat. We've picked out a few already, and we'll try and pick out a few more before the end of the show. But before we get to that, I want to know how many people here have actually played Baldur's Gate? Of course. How many of you have played it more than once? Incredible. It's not really surprising, is it? Because Baldur's Gate 3 was a huge hit on Twitch. Thousands of streamers have played hundreds of thousands of hours of Baldur's Gate 3 across Twitch in the last year. So let's take a look at some of our favorite and most surprising moments from our favorite streamers.
Washing my pits, this is the song when I'm... Aye! Gonna bloke not get any bleeding privacy around here. Bunch of perverts, the lot of you.
That's going on our karaoke list, guys. Washing my pits, this is the song when I'm washing my pits.
All right, chat. Should I do something really stupid? Throw the iron flask? There's some unit in this, I don't know what it is.
I wonder if the gods are watching me. It's clear not everything you find is at your disposal.
I found this treasure. They didn't even know that this was here.
Shadowheart needs to speak to her more than I do.
She yoinked it! She yoinked our treasure!
No lo sé, lo que le apetezca a Lince.
¡Qué susto!
My sweet, I will wrap
Sam, no!
Is that true? Wait, I can move around.
Look at him!
He polymorphed me into a wheel of cheese. Watch out. Oh, I emit a cheesy stink.
Oh! I had an option to a bird before.
Seems like a good moment to talk. Everyone hates you.
Honestly, some incredible clips all over Twitch. Thank you for streaming your experiences. Thank you. Now, we're going to be moving into the story of Baldur's Gate, so we are full spoilers ahead now, just in case you didn't already guess. I want to know if there were any characters that you maybe fell in love with. I mean, you could talk about your own as well, if you fell in love with yourself, which makes sense for Gale.
Fair point. Fair point.
But maybe their personality or their storylines went somewhere you didn't expect. Theo, I know you've actually streamed a lot of Baldur's Gate. So
I have indeed. Do you know a character I have a love and hate relationship with? Is Gale.
Pourquoi?
Like, I introduced Gale late into my party, and when he finally got into my party, I was like, this guy is incredible. Like, all the magic he can do, he's so useful, I love him. But this guy's appetite,
Why would you say but?
Insatiable. I'm just constantly feeding him. I'm
a hungry guy. What can you say?
Items right there.
Sorry?
You didn't mention what you're feeding him. This feels...
Well,
that's another story.
But Gale's probably my favorite character. Yeah, for sure. Got a lot of love for you.
Well, this is lovely. Thank you.
Did you fall in love with anyone, Tim?
Well, I'm loving that crow from that stream. Everybody hates you. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, I'm going to be quoting that all day, I think.
Animals with attitude is
Animals with
always good,
attitude.
right?
I'm loving that. More of that. Well, Gale, obviously, is absolutely magnificent in every way, even though his faults, all of that. It's terrible to say, but there is a real thing of just very intrigued by Mistra. Still.
Ooh, okay.
Still.
It
You think, oh,
tracks.
this is
course you are.
absolutely fascinating. Of course I am. Stop bringing it up. Goodness me, everywhere I go.
She's
But yeah, no,
just not that into you.
that's what you say, but honestly, I've made these lovely cakes. You wait.
Just a maritime, right?
Just exactly. Yeah, so Mistra, I just find the whole thing just mind-boggling. All of it mind-boggling.
There's so many lovable characters. Like every single character has redeeming qualities somehow, even though they're awful people sometimes.
Yeah, and quirks and things like that you just don't expect.
Human, well, except for when they're not.
Except for when they're obviously genies or cheese.
Yeah, well. I mean, were there any storylines or character reactions that like really surprised or shocked you with where they went? Amelia?
I can't really answer that in the same way as other people because I kind of got to see the world open up in every single possibility, you know, like that algebra appearing before your eyes. So I kind of got to know all the characters in all their different forms, whether they're your friend or your enemy or your lover. I can't judge them in any way now. I know too much.
Anyone else? Did your character go any places that you weren't expecting? You're like, oh, okay, this is... Because, I mean, there's so many branching narratives, right? They kind of go everywhere.
I seen as though we're spoiling. I really enjoyed it when I got kidnapped. And basically, I then got to play Orin being me, which was like another layer on top of it. It was really interesting, and like some of the lines and like she was saying, that was scary as hell. So yeah, I really enjoyed that element.
No, I had a similar thing with being Dark Gale as well, and then having to kind of morph from one into the other. I thought, this is so much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun to do. And I think it's being malevolent, just the complete antithesis of what you've set up for 3 years. And you walk in on one day and they're saying, now you're evil. I'm what?
Yes!
I'm evil? Yes! I'm really getting, yeah, that was great. That was great fun, actually. Yeah, that was really
The Orin bit was my only bit of actually like being truly evil in that respect. Which was
so refreshing, isn't it?
Yeah. And
this
it was
is
just
why
one
I like
session.
Dark Urge. Yeah, it was so much fun to be bad.
Yeah.
We can go further into that, but maybe not today. I mean, obviously players get to influence a lot of choices for, other characters in the game. But with what you know of your characters personally, what do you think the happiest canonical ending is or would be? Theo?
I don't know. Him and Karlak run off into the sunset. Get like a nice cottage out somewhere remote. Will's got like a dartboard of Mizora's face on that he hits every morning. And they live happily ever after, I think. That's perfect.
That is perfect. Thank you. How about Jaheehee?
Jaheehee finding love again. Please, God.
She deserves it.
Thank you. Definitely.
So yeah, Halsin's a very happy boy when he manages to just manage his orphanage. Daddy Halsin, they call me. Who am I to tell them otherwise?
Gale opening a small occult bookshop in the middle of a forest, just out of nowhere. Something where you just think, oh, he's settled down for something quiet, but no, more is afoot. Something like that. A dark stranger says, do you have this particular grip? Like, yes, I do. And then everything else unfolds from there. Wonderful.
Fly Fishing by J.R.
Fly Fishing by J.R. Hartley. That is a reference and a half.
You sure that's a
from
game?
Lost on everyone.
1980s.
Is there a non-canonical ending, in fact, that you maybe would have liked to explore, or like non-canonical side quests where you're like, wow, it would have been really cool if my character maybe got to explore a little bit of this side of them? Let you think about it.
We know Trace's answer.
What?
Yep.
What is it?
To get Jaheehee laid.
So the same answer as the other one. Oh, yeah, that's true. I just didn't want to be predictable, though.
I'd say it's consistency. It's not
It is
predictability. I mean, to be fair, the game does kind of explore everything. That's kind of the charm of it, isn't it? You can do anything. So maybe we've kind of already explored half of it.
I found it really interesting watching all the modded versions of the characters, well, particularly jahheehee. But I don't know if anybody else has seen lots of modded versions of it. So that's other avenues, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's you guys that have done that. So that's, yeah.
And that's truly
non-canonical ending, isn't it?
Well, when you're recording, let's talk about the process, because it's not really like a chronological process. The script is huge, right? It's branching, it goes everywhere. You don't really get to see the whole script, do you? Like, you just get to see little chunks of what you're recording. So was it even possible to get the context of what you're recording? You're just kind of diving into something, you're like, oh, we're here now. We're up here emotionally now, for some reason.
We would dream where you would walk into the booth and they would say, oh, we've got a nice big scene. You think, oh, this is great. You can actually have like a real run at things, but they are rare. And you've got to imagine as well that if you're doing a new scene, you think, oh, okay, this is great. But nobody else has recorded anything yet. So all the voices, like I didn't know anybody's voice for like a year and a half. No idea. So I had to make up in my head, what does Elminster sound like? Well, I imagine probably a bit like this. And then when you suddenly hear it, that's a complete change. Or you go, oh, good, I was in the right spot. So yeah, you would long for those large, like I did a huge swathes of the Underdark, which was just brilliant because you could really get into it. But then as you get near the end, where they say, right, we're doing bits from the beginning now. Oh, right at the beginning. Yeah. And then we're going to leap to the end. And it's literally as quick as that. Okay, we've got these 2 bits here, do that. Okay, here we are, great, blah, 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 blah. And now you're at the end. What am I doing? Oh, you're right off the end of a battle, you're exhausted. Right, okay, fine. And then you're like, oh, and now we're going to just do a quick couple of romance lines. Really? Right, okay. Yeah, this is the first 20 minutes. And you got 4 hours of this. So yeah, it does. You do really. That's why it's so exhausting. It's so intense, and then you have to try and find all those bits in your head and physically to put you back into that to really make the line sell. You can't just reel them off. That's not the game, is it?
Yeah, and thankfully really the directors did a lot of the work.
Encyclopedic knowledge.
Yeah.
Amazing.
We couldn't, we'd have been floating around, no idea what's going on, but they just were like that. They just knew that you would ask them a question, they just knew. How do they know the answer? And you would rarely have the same director each session.
Yeah.
But they just knew. Sorry, you were.
No, I was just saying the directors were amazing. Like, especially me coming late into the game, I was jumping from the middle to the end. I got like the luxury of hearing your voices like in my session. So sometimes saying a scene with a starry and I just hear hello in my headphones. I'll be like, brilliant. But all the sessions are so different. I think on like one of my first sessions as well, I was doing spells like Advocatus Diaboli, just like screaming that for 4 hours. So you've got to have a lot of stamina as well.
Do you remember that hysterical laughing one? You know, the one where we sort of get possessed?
I love that.
Where I was down on the floor. Kirsten had me down on the floor like, like for about half an hour of that. You just come out, you're absolutely mad. It's a workout.
Even the narrator started going in that one.
They would always leave all that to the end because back then you'd be like, this at the end. We'll have you in for 2 days now till your voice come back. Yeah.
It makes you incredibly emotionally versatile, having to flip back and forth like that, and especially like I was having to flip between characters mid-scene. It makes you. It's like an amazing acting challenge. I loved it.
Yeah, and it sounds really fun. Like, what a cool challenge to have.
Sure.
Well, each character in this game is so well characterized. It's a real testament to the writing and the performance that they all feel so unique and interesting. And you've also made them look really fun to portray, let's be honest. And any aspiring voice actors look at these performances and they're like, that looks so fun. I want to like sink my teeth into that. So for you, with that in mind, is there any other character in Baldur's Gate where you're like, that looks like a really fun performance. I want to have a go at that.
I just wanted to like have a really dark character, and thankfully I managed to do a couple of them. There were like some really like horrid goblin guards.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you did goblin guards.
Yeah, goblin guards, Zealot Malik. There was a Rohith rancher of some degree. That was fun. But there was, I remember doing the goblin. I just wasn't nasty enough. Kirsty kept saying,
Not in you.
Right, Dave, the goblins are evil. Just be evil. It's like, I'm trying. It's like,
I'm up to 10 on evil. I'm sorry.
I just didn't have an 11 in me.
I think my casting type is kind of midpoint between Karlach and Astarion. So in Larian's previous game, Divinity Original Sin 2, I played Melody, who is very, very Astarion coded. So I think next time maybe a Karlach-y kind of. I want to kick the world to bits and scream at things.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, so much of the story in Baldur's Gate 3 is reliant on the outcome of successful dice rolls, of course. Characters might die. I'm sorry, Howson, you didn't make out of the goblin camp on my playthrough. They may leave your party, I'm sorry, or reward you with important information and storylines. But all of that is dependent on whether or not you actually manage to roll successfully. So let's take a look at some of our favorite critical successes and failures.
We just have to, okay, 10, that's easy, and I got a +1. So even if I get a 9, we're solid.
Wait.
I think the game is telling me to move on.
Oh no, I failed it. I can't believe it.
Oh my god, he sits playing a game and kicking an animal in it.
He did a backflip out of the way.
Strength. Be strong. What? I don't even know. What? What are these rolls? Oh, this. I'll throw all my inspiration at this. Go again. F you, game.
Oh, I have to do a 30? Oh, geez. We're going to have to roll this perfect.
Okay. What?
Thank you. I mentioned it earlier, but the reception to Baldur's Gate 3 has been astonishing. Thus far, it's won 37 major awards, and that's not counting the accolades from games media, including Game of the Year from GameSpot, Games Radar, and PC Gamer. Fans from all over the world have streamed, cosplayed, there's a few of you here, I've seen, made art, and done just about everything they could to show their love for what has been heralded as the greatest RPG ever made. A huge congratulations to the team at Larian Studios and all the hardworking folks that brought this game to life. Thank you, all of you, for this. It's a cultural phenomenon. Now, of course, we couldn't have a panel about Baldur's Gate 3 and not talk about romance. Did the romantic aspect of these characters and the fan reaction to them catch you off guard? Like, were you expecting it to be such a huge part of the conversation around the game? Tracy?
That's brutal. Yeah, that's brutal. I can't comment. I'm going to wait for the mods, and I will have my day.
Tim?
It caught me completely off guard. Completely off guard. I didn't even know it was a thing until the day I walked into the booth. And they said, today we're doing the romance scenes. I went, what? the romance bits. Oh, right, just sort of like, hello, how are you? That kind of romance. No. No? What do you mean? What do you mean no? And then cut to probably 12 to 15 hours of being in the weave with the same engineers where we could barely look at each other. Morning, morning, morning. Yep, back in the boat, aren't we? Yes, back in the boat again. So yeah, no, it completely took me off guard.
Dave?
Sorry, what?
Let's not be oblivious here. I mean,
Yeah. There were like days when I went in and yeah, the engineers were just smiling, knowing what was going to come up, and you just got to roll with it. But yeah, it was damn good fun. Everyone was an incredibly good sport, and we explored it really well as well. It was nothing less than a joy to do. Yeah.
that's good to hear. Thank you. Theo?
I think the romance scenes were probably like my favorite scenes to do in the booth, especially with Will. Like, I don't know, he's got Riz, you know what I mean? He's a smooth talker. So yeah, the response has been amazing. I didn't know like people loved him so much till I saw some of the fan art as well. I was like, ooh, yeah, he's that guy.
Well, speaking of the fan art, I mean, fans, of course, have a lot of thoughts and theories and fan fiction. Have any of the fan reactions or comments or observations maybe changed your view of your character or any of the other characters?
Alison covered in honey.
Drizzle. Yeah.
But in the riz and the drizzle.
There's some stuff out there. I know there is some stuff, but everyone's been incredibly respectful not to show me that. I think it's like, I think everybody like sees me as the dad. Basically, I can't show
Not everyone, mate.
Yeah. It's like I can't show my dad that. And so I get the nice stuff, and Tumblr gets the rest.
Anyone else? Any thoughts on? Did it affect your view of any of the characters at all? Maybe.
It's when the outfit swapping started that
things
got weird.
I mean, things do get pretty weird, and there is nothing quite like experiencing these romantic, heated moments than doing so with all of your closest friends in Twitch chat, of course. And some of them are a bit weird. Here's a look at some of the more intimate moments of Baldur's Gate 3 on Twitch.
If we can cool you off, it'll stabilize your engine and allow you to touch whomever you please.
Oh.
What will the tieflings want next? Letting the Hellchild go was a mistake.
Oh no, he's hot though. Did you see my face?
I'd kiss you, but neither of us deserve that. Thank you.
Come on now, let's do it! I'm f***ing down, dude!
I am way too big for a hole that tiny.
Sure, Will. Sure.
I need her to break every single bone in my hands and feet and my legs so I can't move anymore so she can have me for as long as she wants. God.
I hope so too.
I just cut. Look at this.
You came.
Not yet.
I was concerned you might have had doubts. Or that this might have all been too soon.
Any excuse to get my shirt off, I see. But no, I don't think another viewing will serve any purpose.
You're aware of the monster inside you.
Mm-hmm. I want your monster inside of me. How about that? Let me stop, y'all. Let me just.
I adore you, you know. I can't. Hold on. I need a minute. Okay, I'm fine. fine. I'm fine and normal.
All right, friends, you guys have submitted a lot of questions, and now we're going to try and answer as many as we can. We've got a little bit of time. So if you're here in the room and we read your question out, give us a little wave, say hello. So let's hop in. Let's have a look at the question here. For Tim, what is your favorite Neil Gaiman book?
My favorite Neil Gaiman. Ocean at the End of the Lane is amazing. The Graveyard book is absolutely incredible. That's a real favorite. And I would say Neverwhere. Neverwhere is absolutely, or doesn't get as much as all the others, as American Gods and everything else like that, but Neverwhere is particularly good, yes.
Okay, and for Amelia, what's your favorite Terry Pratchett book?
Oh, Reaper Man, but just because that was the first one I ever read. So it's very dear to me.
Same.
It's a very special.
Really?
The Adventures of Good Old Baldur.
Yes.
And that question was from Angela Likes Things. Thank you for submitting. Hey, hello. So let's see. Another question for Amelia from Josh LV. Other than Dark Urge, who was your favorite origin character to narrate for?
Ooh, that's tricky. That's tricky. I think it depended what they were doing. When they got mischievous, certain characters got very interesting to do. I enjoyed narrating Gale when he was bemused by things or not given what he wanted, because this comedic sort of like, but this should work. What is this? What's happening? They were all great fun in different ways. So yeah, it totally depended on their mood.
Okay, another one from Gigi Jacob, if you're here. Hello. Do you ever find yourself accidentally using your character's voice?
I don't know what that noise was.
That was a treat, thank you.
Yes, is the answer that noise meant.
I mean, a few of you, the voices are like a little bit closer to home, so I imagine it's
just a
hard to
tad.
avoid.
Yeah. I was saying this the other night. I was on a ferry the other day from the Isle of Wight to Portsmouth, and I was with my youngest daughter, and she's like, "Oh, could you get an orange?" "Oh, fine, I'll get an orange juice." And I went up to the counter and I said, "Hello, can I get a coffee and an orange juice?" And the guy behind the counter went, "Oh my God, you're Gale of Waterdeep." I was like, "What? I can't." Yes, so, absolutely, I'll get that. I thought, wow, that's incredible.
When it's your real voice,
it's a
genuine hazard. Like, I've had to start answering the door to Deliveroo drivers with a fake voice, just in case.
You're putting on an accent just so you don't get clocked. Yeah, does that happen often? Like, people are like, oh my God, wait, I recognize that voice. Hang on a second. Like,
yeah, I've had people from across a room literally kind of put things down and look, like, the whole room.
Homing in.
Small little room, but stop and pause. And you can see people go just by the sound, which is absolutely incredible. I have never, ever, ever experienced that. And it's strangely intimate because it's not like they're recognized just because of what you look like, because obviously you look different to what you are in the game, but just by conversation. And you've got to be very careful what you say then. Extremely careful.
This one's from Ace Cuja. How do you feel about those mocap outfits? So it's kind of like a bit of a mysterious process, I think, if you're not too intimately aware of how motion capture works. But the outfits are interesting. Did you find them kind of uncomfortable? Did you have like a weird phantom sensation sometimes of being suited up even when you weren't?
No, I mean, you had to be a little bit careful about, you get a bloat day, and then you feel a bit self-conscious in it. But Dave, I want to ask you about this, because I heard a story, is it all right to ask you, that you didn't eat? You didn't eat at all when you had a mocap session. Wasn't it in the afternoon as well? So would you not eat all day? Is that right?
It wasn't just for the mocap. It was basically like just voicing in general, because my stomach just bubbles and gurgles. What? So yeah, it's not because I've got IBS. I don't. No, just.
Thanks for clearing that up.
No,
Go on.
No, I think basically with the mocap suits, it's a little bit like when people said about Big Brother, oh, you're gonna be aware of the cameras all the time. Yeah, but 5 minutes in wearing a mocap suit, it's just normal after that. It just feels normal.
Yeah.
You're just wandering around.
Go to the toilet.
Until you need to go to the loo. Yeah.
Turn your mic off as well.
So you probably would, turn your mic off, but you would probably try and drink a bit less. I would probably mainline a lot of peppermint tea, So I was always worried about a bit of bloat. But you're right, you forget after 10 minutes. You forget you're wearing this contraption.
I never once went to the loo in a mocap suit.
You never went to the loo in a mocap suit?
No.
You were like dehydrated. What?
Well, that's refreshing. I remember one time I was there that we had a fire alarm.
Oh.
So I had to go out in the street dressed like that, and the looks, you just kind of wonder. I'll just try and, hey, morning.
Everyone will be wearing them next.
No, we're doing something up. Don't worry about it. No, nice to see you. Nice to see you too. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see that every day in Croydon.
You do not see that every day on the streets of Croydon. Never could tell you that.
And those suits are warm as well, aren't they?
Did anyone take the little markers home with them as a souvenir?
No, that's
You stole the markers.
crazy.
Yeah.
People have been looking for those.
I've got markers.
I asked, and I took one home.
Oh, you asked?
From my last session. From my last session, it was from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aww.
I think mine just ended up in my bag, because sometimes you mix your clothes up. So I
Sure.
don't...
Yeah.
We
Roll
sorry.
deception.
Stop, sorry.
We got another question from Ed Knight. A number of cast members now stream on Twitch, including Theo. What brought you to streaming, and why do you think we're seeing more actors on the platform? Platform.
Do you know what? I was a gamer like way back in the day in like my teen years. Like the early years of YouTube, I used to watch so many gamers and like look through playthroughs and that. So streaming was kind of a natural progression. Obviously, when you're in a game, you want to play it, you want to experience it with the fans of the game, but sharing that, the emotions, the ups and downs with everyone is so fun. I thought I was quite far through Baldur's Gate 3, but I'm still in Act 1, so...
We've all been there.
I'm working on it, we're getting there. But yeah, it's honestly so fun.
I've been streaming kind of on and off for a very long time. My fella, Jay Britton, is a streamer, and I've been streaming with him since like way before we were even together. We were mates for ages, and we'd just get together occasionally and stream something for fun. So I've started streaming a bit more off the back of this game, and I'm hoping to get back to it soon. Please stop tweeting at me, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just really great fun. And personally, I'm really bad at prioritizing free time fun stuff for myself. So I feel like if there are a bunch of people who are going to be horribly disappointed in me if I don't play the game today, then I'm probably more likely to play the game today.
Take some of the pressure off. I think all streamers have been there, to be fair.
Yeah. And there's art. People make art of your characters, which is amazing.
Very cool feeling, absolutely. Let's see. Well, I don't know if anyone's going to want to answer this one, but I've got one from Lives for Trauma, sorry, which, fitting, thank you. Favorite secret in the game? This is a full spoiler cast, so feel free to say whatever you want. But would you even know there were spoilers sometimes? Because you might not even know there were secrets.
Okay, not so much a secret, but a very little known one. There is a brothel you can go to in Baldur's Gate. And if you pick a specific option, you get a very unusual chance to experience a bedtime thing that most people don't do. It's not filthy, which is the hilarious thing. It's the worst sex you've ever had. And it's my favorite one.
That's on a t-shirt. One from Sethels. Did you ever have sick days or weeks where you were hit with something that just caused vocal issues? And how did you deal with that?
Sorry, did we ever have sick days? Yeah. I had COVID once.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That counts.
Yeah, that counts. So basically, you just can't go in. And thankfully, it's a fantastic team. And so basically just prioritize and make do. Thankfully, there wasn't as much pressure as you probably think. And because everyone knows about crunch and stuff, we thankfully didn't experience that kind of pressure.
That's good to know, yeah. I mean, but you were staying so consistent with your voice for so long. Do you have to take special care? Like, what do you mentioned peppermint tea for your bloating. Is there anything you took to help your voice consistently? No?
No, you probably tried to prevent yourself getting sick. I mean, like there would be times where I wouldn't go to events if I knew I had a lot of stuff coming up. So I don't want to get, and because my voice does go if I get sick, it'll get deeper and Jer will be down here and it'll be really husky. It just won't match. So yeah, I'd avoid a lot of people, I suppose, like we did with COVID. That's all.
Yeah, weirdly, lockdown helped.
Yeah.
Like the only positive.
And keep hydrated.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is hard when you're trying to, dehydrate yourself for your mocap suit.
Stop urinating in it.
Yeah, that does help.
Winksy38 would like to know, I don't know if this has been asked, but have you ever thought, I wish I'd done or said this differently with the character? Oh. Maybe there are things you look back on, you're like, I could have delivered that maybe differently.
I'll be honest, I'm usually my own worst critic, and this is the first game I've done where I listened to it all back, and I was like, yeah, I'm good with that. I really enjoyed that. That's fine. Happy.
As you should be.
Yeah, and to be honest, thank you. That's testament to all the people behind the scenes helping out, because without the director, I wouldn't have done it like that. Without the people who wrote the pronunciation guides, oh my God, thank you, whoever you are, because I needed that.
We got another question for Theo here from Stormstar13. Did you reference your judo past into how Will moves or sounds?
Yeah, the physicality was a big thing. I did jiu-jitsu in the past, got my black belt and all that. So his kind of warrior stance is key. Like I was saying earlier, to get into the character, if you're having an off day, use the physicality, put your chest out. You always have to return to this thing called base pose, which some of you might know about in mocap. So literally you're in base pose, you do your line, you physicalize it, and you always have to return to the same spot. So yeah, having that key. But yeah, I think martial arts training definitely helped. Definitely.
Excellent, thank you. A question here from Boba. What would Gail's modern day book suggestions be, and are they the same as Tim's?
Probably yes. I would say modern day book suggestions. I think they would be very, very similar. Lots of folklore, lots of history, anthropology. I think it would just be he's just a sponge for all of it. All of it is magic in some way. You can find magic in the seemingly most unlikely of places, and I think that's where the best magic lurks. I think, and I think Gail would definitely have an eye for that. Of it seems like what you're reading is this, but actually, below the text is this, and this. So I think it would be very, very similar, I think.
Okay.
I think there's a market for Gail's book talk, if that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I do shelfies on TikTok if you don't say that. Thank you. Yeah.
Oops,
there we go. That's the urinating in the suit again moment.
Thank you so much, Boba, for the question. Another question here for anyone. I know, Theo, you've obviously streamed a lot of it. Most of us, if you play Baldur's Gate, you spend about 40 hours in the character creation. Did you have the same experience? Did you really get into the character creation?
Yeah, I was thinking, do I play as Will? I wasn't sure, but honestly, hearing my own voice is sometimes a bit weird, you know what I mean? So for me, character creation was just trying to create myself as much as possible. And also, he's called Theodore, just like me, so yeah, it went smooth.
I already knew which character I wanted to play because I couldn't escape my voice. And I thought it might be confusing for people watching if my voice was the same as the narrator's voice.
So I was Violet, and she's a really lovely girl. There's nothing wrong with her at all, except sometimes she has these funny turns, and she wakes up all covered in blood. It's ever so silly.
So yeah, I just wanted to make her cute.
Yeah, a little bit of variety. Thank you so much to Pixelated Faye for that question. Let's see. Dino Shop Nerd Stuff would like to know, are there any favorite animals in the game? I mean, we know there's a few animals that are not quite animals, so which are personally my favorites. But we mentioned the pigeon. I mean, or was it a crow? The bird.
That crow's amazing.
Yeah.
Love that crow. Well, obviously, Tara, my best girl, Tara. I think that's an absolute, that's obviously my favorite. Hands down. She'll attack me viciously if I don't say that.
And I don't know if you ever saw the cows in the game. I'm pretty sure there were some interesting cows.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
I completely and utterly forgotten about that until just now.
Yeah.
Corinna the squirrel.
Yes.
There's a lot. There's so much buried in this game. It's incredible. I feel like you've been doing it for so long. You've probably just not even. It's gone. It's years ago. you recorded that years ago.
I like the sheep that was secretly a red cap. The unconvincing barring is great.
Bar. Why isn't this believable? Let's see. So I had a question earlier that I actually skipped, but Anemi wants to know, what were your expectations before the Baldur's Gate 3 project began? Like, is this your biggest project, this reception to it? Is this like, have you ever experienced anything like it before?
Before we actually started doing it, or before release?
Both. Whichever you would like to answer.
Before we started doing it, my thing just said I had 7 hours maybe to record. So, I was a bit, okay, I've done 3 auditions, 7 hours. I mean, that's fine, that's good. So I, had no expectations at all. And then after it was released, I had no idea, absolutely no idea. And then obviously I'm not into Act 2, so there was a long delay for everyone playing to even get, selfishly, to my character. And then obviously I die very easily. So it was a very long time for me to get to get the feedback. But obviously I could see when people started playing the reaction. I was like, oh, wow. People love these characters. They love the story. They love the writing. It was amazing. It's been amazing. And I can't believe, funny noise there. Can't believe it's been a year. It feels like, I don't know, you guys, does it feel like it's longer or shorter? I feel like...
Shorter for me.
We had this chat. Do you feel long, short? Does it feel like a year? Sorry, I'm taking over now, Leah. But
no, please do.
Sorry.
No, it doesn't feel like a year. It really doesn't feel like a year. But also, when I first got this, I had no expectation, and much the same as you're saying. I thought, it's going to be a couple of sessions, that'll be okay. Yeah. And then a year goes by, and you kind of knock on a door and go, hi, excuse me, Tim. How much longer is this? Just out of interest? Won't be much longer. Oh, okay. Cut to 4 years later. Hi, Tim again. Is this going on? Yeah. But then the reception has been like nothing I've experienced before. And, I've done films and TV and all of that other thing, but this is something completely in and of itself, like something other. It kind of transcends. And I don't know if anybody else was expecting it. I had absolutely no idea anything like this would happen at all. And the reception and all of it has just been an extraordinary experience. And it continues to be.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Because also, like, recording is so personal as well. Like, you're literally just in a volume, in a box. Like, you've got the directors there, and it's just you in your mocap suit. So when you're doing it and you're just in the characters, you're not thinking, wow, this is going to be played by millions of people at some point. So I had no idea about the reception. Neil Newbon gave me a little bit of a heads up, like, just before release. He's like, this could get pretty wild. So thankful for that and thankful for all the love. It's been amazing.
I've been playing D&D for a while now, so I kind of... When I got the role, I didn't think it would be a big deal, just because I was like, I'm just the narrator. Nobody's going to notice me. It's about these people. As we got closer to release, I started to realize in that sort of head tilty that, and now it's not going away. I was expecting it to go away. It's got bigger, if anything. I don't know what's happening most of the time. It's weird.
It's the community. I've never been part of a community like this that is so... There's so many strands to it. The artwork, I mean, he's given some beautiful art the other day that by Howson's friend, Howson, there in the front row. And, I'm...
Hey, man!
I'm standing there hugging
incredible.
multiple people, and then someone comes up and goes, I've got you a gift, and it's this incredible piece of art of jahheehee that someone's made, and it's just quite overwhelming. You can't just go, thanks, a hug. You have to take that in, and we're getting that all the time. So emotionally, you have to kind of go, I think in the beginning I was really overwhelmed by it, and now I still am, but I kind of have to you have to keep it down. Because it's just, as you say, it's very new. Very new. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, just to echo on that, it is mind-blowing. I mean, it's absolutely changed my life. There was Act 1, and that was supposed to be me, and that was released at early access. And then Halcyon was taken in by many players. Larian read everything, and basically they made him to what he is today. And so, yeah, when I kind of got that it was going to be slightly bigger purely from early access and from the experience that I had in that respect. And then there was the final panel from Hell with, yeah, that one, with the video. And then my Twitter was absolutely knackered. Just absolutely, from that, it's just been a roller coaster, yeah.
I love that we've got the opportunity to pass the torch a bit now, because I think the actors get a lot of spotlight in things like this, but there have been so many incredibly talented other creative people who've found inspiration off the back of this and done this insanely amazing cosplay and graphic art and videos and things. And it's so lovely to have the ability to spotlight that for them and go, there, because there are people now going on and getting work in the games industry or working at conventions, and that's what we want to see, like talented people getting recognized. I love that.
That's amazing. And I mean, all of you, you deserve the world. You've done amazing, so thank you for your work. All right, we've got one last question here from Schoenbeck for Tim. You're not actually versed in magic, are you?
No, but I like to think I am.
Don't we all? Unfortunately, we are just about out of time, so we're going to have to bid our cast a very fond farewell. Thank you so much to Amelia, Dave, Tracy, Theo, and Tim for joining us to talk Baldur's Gate 3. Is there anything you would like to shout out before you disappear? Shout out your Twitch channel, do it.
Oh yeah, follow me on Twitch, Theo Solomon 1. You can watch me die a lot in Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah! Thank you so much, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your TwitchCon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh no. I did not think that one through. Oh shit. Whoops. It's not on purpose, I swear. Whee! Oh.
Yeah, right there, one of these controls.
Pull the lever, Kronk!
Wrong lever! Why do we even have that level?
Oh my god!
That was the wrong level?
Oh, what? Oops. Well, I went... What? Well, I thought I'd be funny and hit the release break just so you'd have to come back and turn it off again. But I think he's dead now.
I don't think he's on there. I think you've just ricocheted him into oblivion. Oh well. I mean, it's a complete. Yeah, the Deep Gnome was killed.
Of course, a huge thank you to Larian for helping us with this panel here today and, for making Baldur's Gate and everything. That was pretty nice of them. And thank you here for joining us in the Glitch Theatre and at home. Do stick around because there's still plenty of TwitchCon coming your way. And thank you!